welcome to my standing back stretch routine with an exercise ball. This program is going to be for anybody who needs a break from sitting at their desk and their back is getting stiff, and then also for somebody who has trouble getting on off the floor and needs more gentle, modified exercises with the exercise ball to assist with that. So go ahead and place the ball against the wall here. We're going to straighten out our elbows, and we're going to start with a upper back rotation exercise. So getting that thoracic rotation. So what I'm doing is I am rotating my upper back like I'm going to go wave to the neighbor behind me. And the ball is going to kind of help me go a little bit further. So I feel that good stretch in my upper back. I'm going to hold that for a couple seconds and rotate. Take a deep breath in and out. And again. My feet are about hip distance apart on the ground. You could bring them a little closer if you want. And you could play with that. A little wider base of support will give you more stability. Let's do one more on each side. You're following your head with your hands. You're rotating as far as you can. Go ahead and bend your elbows. We're gonna now roll the ball up the wall, so we're getting some shoulder flexion, but then we're gonna press forward, so we're getting some thoracic extension a little bit here. They'll roll the ball down. So we do this a lot, or I do this a lot with patients for getting that good shoulder mobility, which you might need also. But the press through is using your body weight to get a little bit of upper back extension. Similar to what you would do if you're doing like a child's pose on the ground or a downward dog. You're gonna get a similar stretch without having to get on the ground to do that. Forward. So what I'm doing is I'm rolling the ball up, and then I'm just leaning my body as one unit forward, moving through the shoulders. Roll down. Okay, hinging at my ankles. Okay. And again. And good. So now I'm going to keep my hands on the ball. I'm going to turn my feet to face one side, okay? I'm gonna roll the ball up the wall, and I'm going to kind of lean my hips away from the ball and the wall so I get a little bit of a side body stretch. I really feel it at my pelvis, all the way up my side body, side of my trunk. I'm also, while I'm here, so I'm looking kind of straight ahead. My head's tilted, but I'm looking straight ahead. But now I'm gonna change where I'm looking, look down at the ground and rotate my shoulders towards the ground a little bit. So I'm gonna feel a little bit more stretch into my right side of my low back. So if you're on the other side, you might feel it on your left side of your low back. And then go ahead and turn back so you're looking to that side again. Walk towards the ball on the wall. Roll the ball down. Roll the ball up. I'm actually going to side step away a little bit and then lean away. So I make kind of a little bit of a C curve with my body. Stretching this outer side of my body. I'm going to turn my head and my shoulders a little bit towards the ground. And then this side right here, that's furthest away from the wall, my low back will get a little bit more of a stretch. Turn my head and my shoulders back, forward, walk back towards the wall, roll the ball back down. Let's do one more on that side. Step away. Get that little side bend in the body here. Turn your head towards the ground. Turn your shoulders towards the ground. My stance is pretty narrow, but you can widen your stance a little bit. Just the point is to get stretch all up in here, and then when you rotate, you get a little bit more into the low back. Okay? Turn your head and shoulders back to the front, feet together, roll the ball down. We are now going to switch sides. Okay? So now we're going to roll the ball up the wall, step away, lean away. Now I'm turning my head down towards the ground. My shoulders are also going to rotate towards the ground a little bit, targeting a little bit more into that low back. It's similar to when you're kind of going to the diagonal. Turn my head back forward, step back towards the wall, roll that ball down, roll the ball up, step away, side bend. Deep breath there. Turn the head down, turn the shoulders down until you feel you can play around with where your restrictions are. Find that point of good tension and stretch. Hold it there. Turn back, walk back. One more time. Roll the ball up, side step, side bend, rotate. You can stay there if it feels better. You can rotate. Just getting somewhere in that side body. Really stretching. Great. Good. Go ahead and put the ball against the wall. And now, hands behind your head. My ball is right between, the middle of the ball is right between my shoulder blades, just about. Hands behind the head. And we're gonna get some of that back extension, upper back extension, so thoracic extension. So I'm extending back, kind of almost like I'm about to just rest my head, honestly, on the ball, if you're able to reach that far back. I'm gonna actually lower the ball a little bit, get a little bit more into those lower segments of my thoracic spine. So the ball is now at the lower point between my shoulder blades. You can stay there if you're someone who doesn't do great with lumbar extension and low back extension. I'm now gonna get into my very lower part of my thoracic spine, and then I'm now arching my low back. Okay? Some people do great with lumbar extension and need it, and some people do not do well with it. So it's important with any stretching and exercise program, you're listening to your body always. So again, if this is irritating, don't get as far, or you stay up higher, or don't do it at all. Kind of just reversing that position you're in all day if you're rounded forward in front of a computer. With my hands behind my head also, I'm getting a nice pec stretch You can also, if you have shoulder issues, do everything we just did with your hands in front of you like this. Okay. So the last thing we're gonna do, you're still standing, I just had to move the camera so you could see well, is we're going to put the butt against the wall here for support. Feet are nice and wide, like wider than hip distance. Hands on the ball, and we're gonna get, my feet can come back a little bit, but roll forward into a nice kind of forward fold with wide feet. So I'm feeling a nice, let your head hang. You have that nice support on the ball. Feel it stretching your upper back, lower back, hips, back of legs. Exhale. Roll the ball back. You can support your hands on the ball. Come up to standing. Go ahead and tuck your chin, roll on down. Do that again. Deep breaths. Roll the ball back. Come up to standing slowly. Tuck the head, roll on forward. The last stretch for this routine. Just kind of let my hips shift side to side. My head is heavy. I'm gonna bend my knees. Roll up. All right. I hope you enjoyed.